Have you ever seen the message plugin failed to load when starting Claude Code? Copy these installation instructions from the video description, which will install getskills. Run Claude, and we can press / to enter the command menu and run the getskills command. This is going to run a few different scripts to help us figure out what the issues might be. The first thing really to do is to figure out what is in Claude's context menu. So Claude has a command, context, which will show us which plugins plugins are available to Claude and how many tokens they're using. As you can see, I'm using Claude 218. All I have to do is type OK, enter. But if you are running Claude 219, there seems to be some kind of issue with the context menu, and you might need to copy this information and then paste it back to Claude, because Claude needs to save this information to a JSON file so that we can compare what's in the context menu to what's on disk. So this is our JSON file, and this is going to be used to help us to do our audit. So we're now running various scripts. The first part is to look at various limits that Claude Code imposes. The first one is Claude has a 15,000 character limit on skill descriptions. So all your skills, all of the descriptions need to add up to less than 15,000 characters. So in a second, we're going to see our audit summary, and here it is. So the first thing we want to look at over here is this line here, the description budget. So this is what I was talking about, 15,000 characters for all of your skills. And as you can see, we're already at 62%. So it seems that Anthropic's document skills use 5,000 characters in their front matter, but skills only uses 79. So if you hit this limit, if you have a lot of skills and you're hitting the description budget and you have installed the Anthropic document skills, you might want to look at uninstalling it. The next section is the plugin token usage. So that's the context menu that we saved to JSON. We can see here that the document skills use 1.3 thousand tokens, and getskills uses 22. So again, if you have a lot of skills, you can hit token limits, and Claude will drop your skills, and they won't work. They won't seem to be there. So this is something to look out for. The findings is that the status is generally healthy. 62% of the budget is still fine. But we do have an issue here. The reason I actually created this plugin was because I asked Claude to help me to create a skill for making sure that my Claude MD file followed best practices. And Claude created that skill for me, but it created it in the Claude skills directory. And skills should actually be in their own directory, and the file should then be called skills.md. So Claude, if you ask Claude to create a skill for you, it can often not actually follow its own guidelines. If you would like a deep dive into how getskills works, then please leave a comment below. And if you would like to try out the Claude MD Best Practices plugin to make sure that your Claude MD follows good practices and has the right structure, then please subscribe.